hi guys, I'm not sure when my video just got cut off, but I closed my eyes for a second and it cut off, so I'm literally just going to finish this reading. Sorry, I looked around, there's so many spirits here right now. I was saying, it's not just going to be connecting with themselves with spirit, but it's like the more they connect with their spirit within themselves, their higher selves, they're going to continue to connect with the divine feminine more, because the divine masculines are going to be connecting with us more on the spiritual, the higher love. Our souls really are merging into one again, coming into union. But it's like in the physical plane, it's like they're going to have a whole new focus on the divine feminine. A lot of the masculines have tried to suppress this connection that they've had. They've tried to convince themselves, like, why am I thinking about this person 24/7? I don't want to think about this. They hurt me. I'm hurt. I'm heartbroken. I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to focus on money, 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 money. Getting a place, moving location. That's all I'm doing. I don't want to think about anything else. A lot of them have really tried to suppress the connection that they've had with themselves, which has only basically helps them suppress the connection, you know, with the divine feminine. Because if they're suppressing the connection with themselves, they're suppressing the connection with the divine feminine. As within, so without. We're mirrors. I mean, we're twin souls, twin flames, divine counterparts. But it's like in the 3D, the divine masculines are going to come into like almost like a new focus, a new understanding, a new knowing of, do you know what? I really do have to go after this person. Like, they really are my person. They're the person I chose. I knew that. Why did I convince myself that it wasn't meant to be? Why did I let all of this stuff happen? Because so much has happened in our twin flame journeys. And I feel like for any of you divine feminines that are on social media, oh, I just saw an orb. For any of you divine feminines that are just like on social media, or are out socializing, like, you know, if you're divine masculine, still aware of places that you frequent at, I really do feel like in the physical, I feel like a lot of the divine masculines have already been watching us secretly, but I feel like it's going to become even more, like almost like an obsession, like an obsessive focus. Like, I feel like there's going to be so much looking through YouTube, looking through Instagram, looking through Twitter. I can feel like the divine masculines like driving past or taking a different route home to go past certain stations that they know you'll stop at, or to go to your favorite place that you go to on a Sunday after church. Like I can feel so much focus on the 3D and 5D from the divine masculines to us divine feminines. I'm so glad that this part 2 is like such a lighter energy. If you guys haven't seen the first part of the divine masculine read, I've been crying non-stop because they have gone through so much darkness. I mean, they're going through so much darkness to get to this, but they're with the new focus, with the new balance, with the new understanding, with them connecting more and more with spirit every day from this tower moment, from these inner child wounds. It's like they're doing all this focus now in the 5D and the 3D because they know. Like, they really know. And so, as I said, so many of these divine masculines they've really been trying to suppress this connection, guys. Like, they really have. And I know that sometimes us divine feminines have picked up on it, because sometimes we've been like, oh, I don't feel as energetically connected to my divine masculine. What's happened? Oh, I don't think they've thought about me today. Or sometimes it really is such a strong energy, and it's because they've been trying to fight it so much. Us divine feminines, we've been so used to always, 1, being more emotionally connected, 2, being more emotionally outspoken, and 3, we've been so used to and accustomed to dealing with all this emotional maturing, these emotional traumatic journeys, whereas the divine masculines have always been used to having these experiences and then suppressing them, shutting them off, cutting people off, like, you know, like cut. So they tried to do that with us countless times, just like we've tried to do it with them. But it's like they just can't fight it anymore, which is why they've gone into this almost obsessive focus on us divine feminines. And it's because they really know they're coming into a newer understanding of this higher love, of the fact that we really are connected. They can't fight this connection. They are so becoming aware that they can't fight this connection. It's inevitable. It's bashert, as I said yesterday, Hebrew for it's meant to be. Like, it really is meant to be. Us twin flames are meant to be in physical union. I know there's so many conflicting ideas out there, but that's what I've been guided to hear. That's what Spirit's telling me. We really are meant to be in physical union in this lifetime. Now, I feel like a lot of the divine masculines, because once they realize and have this newer understanding of basically where they're at, where they've been trying to figure out where the divine feminines are at, which is why there is going to be a lot of stalking in the 3D, checking through social media, especially going to the places you frequent at, even like some of your favorite restaurants. I can literally feel some of these divine masculines going to some of your favorite restaurants. It's not even just the restaurants. I can literally feel, like, think about some of the most amazing times you've had with your divine masculines in the 3D, when you've gone on amazing dates, and it's not been amazing dates because of the places you've gone. It's been amazing dates because of the energy and the vibe and the conversations you've had. Like, most of my happiest memories with my divine masculine have literally been out in nature parks, and it's like I can sorry, I can just feel so much like love and heartbreak, and it's like some of these divine masculines, they're going to be going to the places that they've gone with us divine feminines, and just like going there, reminiscing about us, reminiscing about the times we've had, wanting us, craving us, wishing that they hadn't let us go, because there's so much regret and resentment that they're clearing out. And they're really going to start spending time. It's like I can feel them spending time in those places that they've connected with you, whether it's a nature park like me, whether it's a bowling alley, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a bloody Burger King. Like, I can feel these divine masculines not only connecting with us more spiritually and having these visions of past lives and realizing who we really are, remembering who we are, who they are, and who we've been and why we're here. But I can feel them physically going to some of these places, picking up on this energy, reminiscing about us, and really digging deep, trying hard to figure out, like, okay, how do I come to my divine feminine? What do I need to do? What is it that's going to benefit us now? How do I need to be when I approach this situation? Because they know that they have done some harsh things to us divine feminines, and they've done harsh stuff to themselves, just like we've done harsh stuff to them. But because for a lot of us, the divine masculines are the one that need to come forward. They're really understanding that they can't come empty-handed. They're really understanding that they have to come and speak their truth, and some of that truth may be words that we don't want to hear, but they're really trying to focus on learning how to respond and not react, learning how to speak their truth but actually say it in the way that is from their heart and not from their ego. They're really trying to figure out the best way to come forward, because they know that they don't want to mess this up. They know they don't want to hurt us divine feminines even more. They don't want to hurt anymore. It's like, I think that's why my throat chakra's acting up so much. Like, it's like I can feel some of them like almost practicing like what they're going to say to us divine feminines when they come back. It's like they're rehearsing a speech of what they think is the best way forward, and then they're almost being like, no, that's too that's too girly, or no, that's too emotional, or no, that's too harsh, or no, I don't really mean that, why am I saying that, oh no, I need to still clear this out. It's like they're really digging deep, trying to figure out, okay, what do I actually mean from my heart? Forget about my headspace. What do I mean from my heart? What does my divine feminine need to be? I love them. I want to be with them. I need to make this right. Like, I can feel so much emphasis on the divine masculines really, really digging deep on what they need to say to themselves and to us divine feminines. Because for us divine feminines, we really need to hear the truth. We really need to hear the affirmations. We really need to hear the love. We really need to hear the understanding. just because we've come into this understanding on our own, it doesn't mean that it's like, it doesn't mean that it's almost like, it doesn't mean like it's good enough. It's like we have to actually hear our divine masculine speak their truth to us, because otherwise it's just not going to work. And it's like they know that. They're really coming into that understanding that they have to actually open up. And it's so hard for them because they've had their heart closed off for so long. And I know how frustrating it's been for us divine feminines to work with our divine masculines in certain ways because of how much they've been closed off. But then it's like, but we've also been closed off, but just not in the same way. And it's just, I can just feel how hard it is for them. They're really trying to balance out themselves. They're really taking the time to continue connecting with themselves, continue connecting with spirit, continue connecting with us, and really trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to come towards my divine feminine? What is it I actually feel compared to what I'm just telling myself? What is it that I'm triggered about still? Oh, the energy is still so heavy. Like the emphasis is so on it's so on us. Like it's like they're gonna go through all this clearing, all the inner child wounds, all the resentment, all the regret, understanding that they can actually create the life, understanding that they are meant to be in this journey, understanding their worth, our connection, remembering who they are, who we are. And yeah, I just keep coming back to this card. They're really connecting with spirit. I feel like spirit is really guiding them to understand what's actually in their heart. And I just heavily feel like it's Archangel Michael, because he watches over us twin flames and protects us so much. Oh, I love this card. Even just look at how, look, obviously I'm going based off the characters, so I'm just going to say that this looks like the divine masculine and this looks like the divine feminine, even though it's about the energy and not the genders. But just look at how the divine masculine is just reaching out their hand like onto the cup. I really feel like going through all this energy, go through all these battles, clearing out all these blockages, realizing and remembering who they are, who we are, why we're connected like this, why we've triggered each other, why we've had to go through all of this, why they've had to go through all of this, realizing, practicing, focusing on us in the 3D and the 5D, actually trying to figure out what on earth they're going to even say or bring to the table, because we want the whole loaf, we want the truth, we don't just want crumbs, we deserve more than that. They are so aware that we deserve more, they're so aware they deserve more, they're so becoming aware that we can all have more, and that when we're together in union with ourselves, with each other and spirit, it's like they know that all the happiness, all the abundance, all the joy, it's just going to be times 10. Like they're fully going to come into that understanding. And I feel like spirit just said the end of April, start of May. For the twin flames I'm channeling, I feel like a lot of the divine masculines are going to start reaching out in the 3D, like the end of April, the start of May, and actually reach out to the divine feminines. But they're really going to have to spend a bit more time to figure out if they can even come forth and be good, because these divine masculines going through all of this and how hard it's been for them to open up their emotional body and deal with all their mental conflict and all these resentments that they've tried to suppress. It's like they don't want to rush in, come to you, give you this massive, amazing, you know, lovey-dovey notebook style speech, and then suddenly get scared, have resentment triggered, and then run off, because that would be the worst thing. And it's like they're so aware that if they rush in, that that's a possibility. So they're really going to take their time, because they know, they literally, they know you're the love of their life. Like they really, really know. So I'm sorry, I just have to keep reassuring the divine feminines, like they really, really know. They just want to make sure that they can come in and be the best version that they can be for themselves, for us, because they do not want to ruin this connection again. They don't want you walking off and going off with anybody else. They don't want you resenting them. But they also know that they can't take so long. They know that they've taken such a long time. They know that we've been patient. Like, they're so coming into that understanding of everything. But they know that this love is meant to be. They really do know that. Oh my gosh, the energy is so heavy. I think I'm definitely going to have to meditate after this. As I said, if you guys saw the first half, if you haven't seen the first half of this reading, I definitely was crying heavily, but I was going through all the tower moments, the reflection, the inner child wounds that Divine Masculine is dealing with right now. And that video definitely got cut short. There were so many orbs and so much energy in this room. I'm literally burning. But this is part 2. Please like and subscribe. I love you all so much. I love you, Divine Feminines. I love you, Divine Masculines. Trust me, we feel your pain like it's our own, literally, because it is our own. It literally is. I love you all so much, and I'm sorry that we've had to go through some of this heavy energy, but at the same time I'm not sorry, because I know we have to go through it. I mean, you know exactly what I mean. I'm going to send you all some Reiki healing now. Just take a deep breath in. Wow. I feel like a lot of you really do need that Reiki healing as well. Just sit with that energy for a while. Just take your time, find some peace, even if you just want to. I feel like a lot of us just need to like just sit in our room for a while, just sit in quiet, meditate, even just sit outside in nature. But just sit with that energy for a while, just take deep breaths. Please just remind yourself that everything is going to be okay. These Divine Masculines, they really are clearing out so much. And I really do feel union coming in so close. Obviously, everything is as above, so below. So they really do have to continue connecting with themselves, connecting with their higher selves, the higher love, connecting with us more spiritually. And as above, so below. And once we fully merge back together in the 5D, it's inevitable to manifest in the 3D. So I'm sending you all my love and positive energy. I love you all so much. Thank you for so much of the positive messages, all the beautiful comments from all these beautiful souls that are telling me these words resonate with them, and I'm helping spread love and light. And I appreciate you more than you could ever know. So I just hope you all, whenever you were guided to have this video, these messages were meant for you. I love you all so much. I'm sorry for crying, but these energies are really strong messages from the Divine Masculines to us Divine Feminines. So we just really have to stay strong, stay in our knowing, stay in our patience. Keep digging within, keep clearing out, keep crying when we need to cry, keep meditating when we need to meditate, keep taking our time out when we need to take time out. And yeah, I love you lots and lots, like vegan jelly tarts. Please try your best to just continue to look after yourself, because at the end of the day, even though this physical representation of our divine love is, you know, everything we crave and want and sometimes obsess over, it really is all about how we feel within. So just try and love on yourself, try and like yourself, try and heal yourself, try and calm yourself, try and be at peace with yourself, even though it is so hard sometimes. Trust me, I know, but I am with you. You are never If you liked this video, as emotional as it was, please like and subscribe. Put any suggestions down below. As I said, I am going to try and do some meditation videos, some positive affirmations, and some Reiki healing videos, as well as just mental health awareness, depression awareness, just everything about self-care, self-love, self-well-being. I love you all. Namaste. And so it is. Bye guys.